All right, here we are. Take two. Head Shaver Ball presents. I had a little internet snafu trying to get this kicked off. And once again, I'd like to say we're here with this gentleman, Kevin Gardner, one of our bald baddies in the Head Shavers Ball group on Facebook. And we're going to know Mr. Gardner a little bit and who he is and how long he's been shaving his head. So first of all, he's real easygoing, and that's because he's not in a hurry to get to work. He is retired. But what are you retired from?
I used to drive a lorry for FedEx, doing all their pallets, their big bulk deliveries. I used to deliver mainly around the southeast of England.
So basically, when people were trying to get their artisan shave soaps from America, you were the person to blame when it was late, correct?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Very good. And you were also in the Army for how many years?
I served 12 years in the Army. I was in the Scots Guards, which is the Queen's personal bodyguards. We used to do the guards on Buckingham Palace, St James's Palace, the Tower of London, and the St James's Palace.
Now, to be clear for the people in the U.S., the Queen's Guard, that's similar to the Secret Service that protects the president, correct?
No, we're the guys that are out the front of Buckingham Palace with the red tunics and the big bearskins.
The ones that had to stand still the whole time?
Yeah, that's them.
You can't bat an eye. And
no, that's right.
Stand there
no,
for a
I did
couple
12
hours.
years in there.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So how you did that for 12? How long were you a Queen's Guardsman?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
And your shifts
I
when you were a guard?
9 years.
What's that?
I signed on for 9 years.
And they hooked you for another 3.
I did an extra 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty good. So when you were guarding, say, Buckingham Palace, you were stationed outside, and your shifts lasted how long that you had to stand there?
In summer, 24 hours. In winter, 48 hours.
Wow.
So we used to do 2 hours actually on guard, 4 hours off.
Okay. And you
that
had
was
to
for 24 hours in summer.
Now,
and then winter it would be 48 hours.
It's a myth that you have to stand there totally stoic. You cannot have any type of facial movement or anything like that.
No, you're not supposed to move at all. No, you're allowed to do. You have a set beat where you can go out. Most of the ones in Buckingham Palace, it was like 25 paces out, then 25 paces back. But that's the only time you can move.
Okay, I got you. And you guys had a particular march you had to do when you went to your station?
Yeah. You used to get what they call double sentry, or if the Queen was in residence, you always had double sentry. So there'd be 2 sentries on guard, and you had to do everything together.
Wow.
And it was all done. What you used to do was bang your right. If you wanted to do a patrol, you would bang your rifle butt, and then you would then both come to attention at the same time, march in towards one another, and you would do the about turns on a finger movement. So you'd flash your finger so he could see you. And when you wanted to stop your patrols, you would let him know by your finger movement, and you'd both come to the halt and stop outside your respective guard boxes.
Wow, that's pretty intense. Now, I've never been to Europe yet. Well, I've been to Italy. I didn't see any change in the guards in Italy. I did see it in Taipei, and it was very, I don't want to say the word is entertaining because I don't want to make light of it, but it is very awing to see the precision that, people do and take the honor they take to have this position. So, kudos to you for serving so long and,
Thank you.
Taking care of the Queen. God save the Queen. You are a wet shaver for how many years?
I've been wet shaving, well, really, since I was about 15, 16. I've always used a double edge or a single edge razor. I've been shaving my head for 20 odd years.
20 odd years, okay.
Yeah.
So when you started shaving, was it because you were losing hair or was it an aesthetic?
Yes, I was actually losing my hair. I had it up the side, but I was completely gone on the top.
Okay, I understand.
And I didn't think that was very good luck.
No, it's not. So congratulations that you caught yourself ahead of time and didn't walk around with a little rim of hair.
Yeah, no, not a good look.
No, it's not. There's many people that you know, for one reason or another, still live with that look. But there's other people that take the power, take the power and just take it all off. And as you can tell, I am working down. My last video, I had more hair, and I think today or tomorrow I'm going to chop the rest of it off, shave it off clean. I'll do a live video of that. But if people are watching this video, it's already occurred because we'll post this at the beginning of September so that everyone can
Right.
So you grew up in the Lake District of England, correct?
Yeah, a place called Keswick in Cumbria.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I joined the army, moved down to Purbright, which is just outside London, which is where the Guards had their depot.
Mm-hmm.
I went to, I served in Germany for 6 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
I did 6 tours in Northern Ireland, and plus all the what we call roll duties, home duties, which was guarding the Queen and such.
Okay, so when you were in Ireland, when you were in Ireland, did you go to pubs there?
No, we weren't allowed out at all. No,
you weren't allowed, even off hours.
No, we used to do what they call 4-month emergency tours. So you'd be there for 4 months at a time, but you weren't allowed out at all. The only time you went out was when you were patrolling.
Got you. So I was trying to get at the comparison of what's better, an Irish pub or an English pub. Do you have experience with this?
Yeah, I've been in Irish pubs. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
but your preference?
Pardon?
Your preference is an English pub where you can watch your favorite rugby team, right?
Yeah, English. Yeah.
So you like rugby? You don't like? I'm wearing my Hotspurs shirt. You're not a football fan.
Yeah,
You're
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Yeah.
My son supports them.
Okay, there we go. So we got something in common then.
Yeah, both my boys support Tottenham.
Okay.
The
you live close to them?
Yids, they call them.
I'm sorry?
The Yids is what they call them over here.
Okay, the Yids. Okay, I'll have to remember that and do a little research on it. Now, what rugby team do you support?
The Saracens.
Okay, and that is right there in England where you're southern England?
Yeah. Their ground's about 15 miles from where I live.
Okay, so you get off the games there and watch games?
We're not too far from Twickenham, where they play the World Cups.
Oh, very cool, very cool. I know, I like rugby. I don't have a lot of experience with it. A couple of guys I used to go to the gym with, they are on a semi-pro team here in Cincinnati, and they enjoyed it. They would get beat up and come to the gym, bruised and battered, and talk about how fun of a time it was. I'd love to play myself, but I think I'm a little bit past age of recovery from injury.
You're like, I'm too far now.
Yeah, basically.
I used to play in the army, but
right. I could imagine that was a fun time. Get out all
it was good, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's do one last question here. And let's say that you're going to take your wife on a holiday. You're going to go back to the Lake District. You're going to explore around there. What is the shave setup you're going to take with you to the Lake District that you're going to have to shave with for a 4-day holiday?
What would I take with me? Well, I always shave my head with the head blade motor.
Okay.
But I use it with the sensor adapter.
Mm-hmm.
And I use the carts from the Gillette sensor disposable razors.
Yes.
They just snap straight off, and you can put that onto the adapter, and you get a much better shave. The original head blade adapter that comes with the head blade, it's far too springy, and you used to get a lot of stubble that was left, and I just don't like to feel any stubble at all. So I've always used a sensor adapter, and I find I can get an absolutely bone-close shave in 2 passes.
Very nice, very nice. I'll have to try that.
It literally takes me about 4 minutes to shave my head. That
is very quick. Do you do 1 pass or 2 passes?
2 passes. I do 1 with the grain and 1 against the grain.
Very nice.
And with that sensor adapter and that cart, it is absolutely bone close.
Wow.
I've tried the leaf. I've tried using the leaf razor. On 2 different occasions. I tried it for 4 weeks, and I just could not get anywhere near as close as I can with the head blade.
Now, I know on the leaf razor, I got really close on my face. I'll have to try it on my head, but if I don't get satisfactory results, like you're talking about this bone close, and I got to watch out because I know on the back of my neck and head, I do get irritation or I'll get bumps.
Yeah, yeah.
I will try then the Moto with a sensor adapter and try to get that taken care of.
I mean, the leaf, it was always getting what I call the Velcro effect. I could always feel stubble there with it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. And it's the same with a double-edged razor. I just couldn't get close enough.
Well, this is some good information, and hopefully everybody in the group listens to this, and those who are have been on the fence about trying it out will give it a try now with adapters. I know one of the admins has been wanting to try it. The other admin makes fun of people who use this head blade, and he'll probably want to try it after watching this video.
Yeah. I mean, to me, if you've got to keep doing multiple passes, that leads to irritation and a good chance of nicking yourself.
You are
Whereas with the sensor adapter, I do one with the grain, one with against the grain, and it's absolutely bone close. Job done.
And it's a rigid connection with the adapter, which makes it no chatter.
It's nowhere. The original adapter that you get with the motor now has got a lot of spring in it, and you've got to really press down on it, and you always end up with what I call Velcro.
Yeah, and the Velcro feels nice for the ladies, but not for the guys.
Yeah. If you put the sensor on it, it's literally just a matter. You just run it over your head and job done.
Very cool. Well, I'm going to take this information.
It literally takes about 2 minutes.
Hopefully, now 2 minutes for you, but would that be for the rest of us?
No, anyone should do it in 5 minutes. Job done. Okay. I mean, literally with the grain and against the grain, and that's it.
Very good.
I mean, I'd be surprised if you even need to do touch-ups.
Very cool. Well, Mr. Gardner, I appreciate talking to you today. I want to upload.
And you, mate. It's been nice.
And are you a tea drinker or a coffee drinker?
I'm a coffee drinker.
Very cool. Then I tip my cup of coffee to you. It's been a real pleasure getting to know you a little bit. Interesting stories about the Army and your time served. When you served in Germany, Ireland, and Buckingham Palace.
I've done. I did 2 tours in Germany. 7 tours in Northern Ireland. I served in Cyprus. And went to various places just for a few weeks at a time. But we used to have different barracks in England that we used to circulate around. We used to move every 2 years.
Very cool.
So in the Guards, it was sort of Windsor, London, a place called Brookwood, and a place called Caterham. And in Germany, it was a town called Munster.
Sounds scary.
We used to move around them barracks all the time.
Yeah. Now, Munster, do they have cheese or do they have monsters?
Do you have what, mate?
Do they have cheese or do they have monsters? You know, Munster cheese or monster from the movies.
Oh, yeah, no.
That was my bad joke. I got my dad humor, my 5-year-old boy humor. All right, sir. Well, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to say it was a pleasure talking to you and getting to know you a little bit more, seeing what makes you tick, and hopefully everybody in Head Shavers Ball enjoys the video, and we continue to congregate a little bit more virtually, and who knows, one day maybe we'll have visit over to London, a couple of us, and hook up with you, okay?
No worries, mate. Nice talking to you.
You as well. Thanks a lot.
See you, mate. Thanks a lot. I've been asked to do a quick video just to show you some of the different soaps I've got, my English soaps that I've got in the den. These are purely English and European. I've still got 2 drawers over in my cupboard there which are full of American soaps, i.e. the Sterlings, Holy Cow, Ariana Evans, Phoenix and Bew, which are really first class soaps, but these ones I'm going to show you now are purely what I've got in the den that are English. Now you're going to have to bear with me because I'm not an expert at doing videos. As a matter of fact, it's the first one I've ever done. So please just bear with me. Right, the first ones I'm going to show you here
are the Wickhams. These I would think all of you know. These are really good soaps. They've got some outstanding scents. It's a vegetal base and they really are outstanding soaps. As you can see, I've got most of them. The other ones I'm showing you are Goodfellas. These are Italian soaps. These again have got some really first class scents. Two of the outstanding ones are the Savage and the Furo. These really do smell nice. The Pinot Al Pastra is the only one that I'm not too keen on. It actually reminds me of a toilet cleanser, but we won't go into that. Got a couple of Tailors of Old Bond Street down here. Some Phoenix and Bew. These are nice soaps. You've got the Bay Rum, the Spitfire, which is a leather scent, and the Brute Takeoff there. Over here we have the Extra Cosmetic. Now these really are first class soaps. I would put these in my top 5. A particularly good couple of good scents are the Pirata, which is a good barbershop scent, and the Bay Rum, which, as it says on the tin, Bay Rum, but it really are first class scents. Some more English soaps here are Oatcake and the Dead Sea Shave soaps. These are from the same manufacturer, but the Dead Sea ones are their vegetal base. A new kid on the block, so to speak, is Pinnacle Grooming. Now these really have got some first class soaps. The scents are outstanding and they really are fairly strong smelling soaps. My particular favourite is the Tom Ford and the Popular Blue. Two more UK ones which sadly are no longer made are the Obsessive Soap Perfectionist, which are OSP, which is this one here, and this one. That one is this one is an old barbershop scent, and the other one is menthol. Here we've got one that I should all of you know is the Macaroon and Halo from the Body Shop. I use this mainly for head shaving, as I do with the Figaro and the Tailor of Old Bond Street, which are both fairly soft soaps. I have the splashes for most of these. I don't have the splashes for all of them, but as I say, some of these really are first class soaps. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tour of my den. As I say, I do have another 2 drawers full of American soaps, and we maybe show you them some other time. Thanks for taking the time to look at this. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode 2 of Head Shave Ball Presents. This week we featured Kevin Gardner. Next month, stay tuned for the episode featuring our admin, Wesley Allen, for the Facebook group, Head Shavers Ball. Please join us in the Facebook group. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification so that when there's new content uploaded, you can be watching us and having a great day doing it. Next month, if you have any questions you want to ask Wesley Allen, please feel free to put those questions in the comments on Facebook, on here, or you can write me personally. I got a few questions for him, so we'll see what he's got to say. Anyway, in this episode, we are finalizing the giveaway of Oud Spice from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. There are about 20 entrants, so let me get this screen shared and see who is going to walk away with this soap. There's all the names. And our winner will be Robert. We will be getting in contact with you and getting this soap sent out to you And please stay tuned for more giveaways in the future. We got some things cooking in the pot, some stuff that I think will be very pleasing to everyone, not only within the U.S., but we're going to try to work on getting stuff internationally, because we do have members who are in Europe and other countries as well. So thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notifications.